Having tried the AI scanner in Makerlabs, I thought I'd try the statue creator. This is done using a photograph of the front of your face, not the side, not at an angle, but the front of your face. So obviously it's doing some computation to work out what the side of your head should look like. But we'll see what it says. That's just some tips there explaining how what type of photo to use. So this is my downloads folder, and that's the photo I plan on using there. And that just says that it'll delete any photos that once it's done the computation. Click generate. Now this takes quite a long time. It does it in 2 stages. It says there that it's draft generating, and that should only take 18 seconds, but it's quite a long 18 seconds. It then goes on to the next stage, which is mesh refining apparently. That says 3 minutes, or in my experience it's a good 10, so I won't let you suffer that. So it should be coming to the end around about now. And there we go. No, that's not me. I don't know. I thought that's weird. It's pushed my chin out. I mean, I'm an ugly guy, but I don't think I'm quite that ugly. So I'll have another go. So hopefully this one is a bit better. I'll go with this one. So going back to the main screen, you can see the draft there. I'll double click on it and it puts it into a viewer, and you can spin it around. See, the front aspect is pretty good, and the side is passable, but I'm not shaped that way. Something like that, I suppose. It's actually a photograph of me quite a few years ago. I've aged quite a lot since then too, so but we'll go with this. Load it into Bamboo Studio. And you can see it does it there really quite big. That's too big for me. I'm not going to make it that big, but first off we need to crop off this, what do you call them, artifacts at the bottom of the model. Anyway, I'll do a cut. You grab the yellow square there and just move it down to where you think you want it. What's that like? Yeah, maybe a bit further up. Somewhere there maybe. Let's try that. And there. Okay, perform the cut. And you can see it's chopped off the bottom. There's another way of doing this, but I just always delete the part that I don't want. And you can see there's a blob there that's remaining on the corner still, so I still don't like that. So I'll just do another cut. Let's position it so I can see it. Do another cut right about there. Oh, there. Okay, so perform the cut again. And delete the part I don't want, and then reposition the head. Head's still far too big. I'm not wasting all that plastic just to print this head, because I'm not entirely happy with it anyway. But so I'll just rescale it. I'll turn the Z axis, which is the blue square there, and make that 50mm, I think. There you go, 50mm. And then we'll slice it. Now that sliced it with support for some reason, and also as an A1 Mini. I have a P1S, not an A1 Mini. So before I print it, I'll change that. I'll take away the supports and change it to the right sort of printer. That's telling me there that the printer's wrong anyway. Just have to change that to a P1S. Okay, there it is. That's my printer. P1S. Discard. I'll discard them, I think. Okay, and then reslice the plate. And you can just see the layers there. So it's just going to have a honeycomb center. And go ahead and print. And this time it's going to print without supports, which I don't think it really needs anyway. So we send it to the printer. And that's downloading to the printer now, or will do in a moment. Yeah, there it goes, downloading. This takes quite a while for me because my printer's in an area where my Wi-Fi router doesn't really reach. It's quite a poor signal out there. So it takes a while. So again, I won't let you suffer through all of that. So coming to the end. And then it starts printing. And this is the actual printing process. I'm zoomed in quite deep here just to show. So it'll print the first layer and then I'll speed it up dramatically. As it says, 30 times speed now. Wish it was that quick in real life, eh? I'm using a smooth plate here. This smooth plate I got from AliExpress. I've been extremely pleased with it. It's a fraction of the cost of buying them directly from Makerlabs. I think we could get two for $35 Australian, something like that. So just coming to the end and it's slowed down now. This is actual normal speed. There we go. So there it is. I think you could agree from the front it's made a pretty good try at doing it. Maybe less so from the side. I don't think my face is shaped like that, not from the photos that I've seen of the side. As I say, also this was photo that I used for this was quite a long time ago. But anyway, my hair's never this good. Even on a good day, my hair's never that neat. So it's using some computation to do that. Likewise, the ear and the shape of the head. But pretty good, really. I mean, heavens, from just a frontal photo. I've seen some others done. Einstein, for example, that they use different hair then. I mean, his hair never looked like this any more than mine does. But anyway, what do you use that for? Don't know. Maybe a mascot on your car. Put it on the shelf and let it stare at you. But I've also seen somebody did one, they blew it up to full size and then used it to put their headphones on, their stereo headphones. I guess that was quite a nice idea, but like so many of these things, they're just trinkets really. Anyway, I thought it was fun to have a go, and it's created a pretty reasonable result. You don't get a perfect result on the first attempt. You have to keep trying, and obviously it just doesn't seem to be repeatable. If you run the same photo through twice, you won't get the same result the second time. Thanks for your time. Bye.